All right, traders, hope you're having a good weekend. This is the watch this video for Monday, June 24th. Another one of those days, we've seen a lot of these recently where the SPY opened and closed about the same place, right? Right here. Same thing the day before, and you had about 3 or 4 days in a row right there where it did it. So I just call that summer trading. Not a whole lot of intraday action, but we're still finding some good stuff. So what am I watching for? Monday, Overstock, OSTK, massive volume for this stock. You look to the left, biggest volume stick in forever. And coming out a nice support too, and a fairly strong close. So definitely watching for a follow through, maybe a red to green tomorrow, something like that. LWAY. I'm not in love with this one, but it did have a huge volume spike on Thursday and a big range, and then Friday just kind of inside of Thursday's range, but closing at its high, and I did look it up. It's got a pretty small float, so that one might catch a bid. We'll see, right? AQB, just recent action in it. A nice move from a little over $2 to almost $3.50 before coming back down on Friday. Just the recent action makes me want to put it on a chart. I don't have a particularly interesting breakout area that I'm looking at right now. I'd like to see it maybe flag for a few days, but EIGI. Big volume about a week ago, and it's really kind of flagging. Pretty big volume on Friday, actually. But anyway, it's really kind of in a little flag pattern after this pop, so I want to watch that one. MLNT, massive volume, 3 sessions. I see that would have been Wednesday, then Thursday came back down. Friday, a pretty narrow range on Friday, so topping out at 525 before closing at 503. This one I like because if it doesn't fill this gap, to me the next logical move would be a turn back up again, so definitely want to watch that one. It certainly falls into the recent high flyer or in play stock category that we look for, right? MGI had this massive day, so this would have been Tuesday, and it's been bleeding lower ever since. So the way I look at something like this is it's interesting because it's a recent high flyer, but at the same time, everyone who's involved for the last 4 sessions on the long side is underwater. So that makes me like it a lot less, but we'll see if we can get a low risk setup in it. ECOR, ECOR, is just kind of an obscure chart that I stumbled across. I was watching it last week and then kind of quit watching it, and then it kind of caught my attention again on Friday. And you just had this spike, like a 2-day spike that topped out at 238. It's been kind of sideways ever since. Little volume coming back in, and Friday's high 217-ish. So not in love with this by any stretch, but it looks like it might want to break out of this 3-week range. So it goes on watch, but it's maybe my least favorite. But I don't know. Let's see. PIRS popped through 450 back here, I don't know, almost about a month ago. And it's kind of been going sideways ever since. A little extra volume on Friday and closing pretty strong. Maybe it's ready to break out of this area. So it goes on watch. CIFS had a 2-day high at the exact same number, which makes it kind of interesting to me. Over 240, maybe it's going to make a run to that 200-day. And it's getting a little bit of extra volume lately, as you can see. So we're going to watch that one. PRVB, I didn't type that well. I don't love this look because, again, you've got a lot of people from this day, big volume day, underwater, and really the next day. But it found support, right? Over the last couple of weeks, a week and a half, something like that. And then if you go to Friday, had a really big volume run right at the close, maybe related to options expiration, I don't know, but it's got support below and a nice volume spike at the end of the day on Friday, so I'm going to watch that one. And then lastly, I'm going to WKHS, I want to watch that one too. Another one that had big volume push right at the end of the day. And kind of a recent high flyer and a pretty strong daily chart, so we're going to watch that one. In addition to this list, we'll add some gappers in the pre-market, and teamwork's been fantastic. Let's keep it up into next week, and we'll see you all on Monday.